Welcome to the Big Slack Off-Road Slacklander Off-Road Trailer. This trailer is equipped with a lot of great features that we have thought about as we've gone along and bought other people's products and made modifications to them. We have a 2-burner stove, a 7-inch deep sink, a full power control station that provides you the opportunity to turn on lights interior and exterior and even on the bottom. Each one of our lights can be turned off individually at that particular point or in that storage compartment. Speaking of storage, we have a lot of it available. We try to make it so all of our points that could be or need to be maintained down the road are easily accessible. And we also use cam lock latches to help make sure we keep the outside out. We have stabilizer jacks all the way around. We also have large tow hooks around it that are easy to fish a chain all the way through. You never have to play with it to make it work. All of our trailers are equipped with timber axles and brakes on the axles. We want you to be as safe as possible going down the trails. And we tucked up everything in the frame so that when you drag it across a rock, you're not ripping off wires or anything like that. You're simply scratching the bottom. Over here on this side, we do provide you the opportunity to charge your internal battery without having to take it out or take your trailer apart to get to it or even unload your gear. Clamp your battery tender right to that, and it's easily accessible. This is our pass-through storage. You can put your chairs, traditional tent if you don't want to go with a rooftop tent, and even a generator will fit in here. And should you ever need to take your battery out, mess with your water tank or water pump, all you have to do is pull on this, take this board out, and everything is easily accessible so you can get to it, do any maintenance you need. I think it's important to add you can stand on these fenders. It's really easy to stand on it to set things up. We also give you tons of tie-down points all along this for anything you want to put on top of it. And we have very large storage compartments. You can fit a lot of gear in here, and it gives you the opportunity to organize some of your gear because no matter what we need is always in the middle of the bottom. At least that's been my experience. Giant boxes fit like a champ. As I mentioned, we do have large tow hooks and those stabilizer jacks. You'll also fit a full-size spare. For our tongue here, it's a unique feature that we really like. You can get it removable. That way, you can take it off so it's harder for somebody to borrow it from you on a more permanent basis. Or if you're storing it, we all know this lines up perfectly with the kneecap, and that's where we're going to hit on it. And if you ever get really bound up on a trail, sometimes taking that tongue off is the only way to get your rig away from it, to reset and get out of whatever situation you found yourself in. Coming around over here, obviously you have to have a place to store your groceries. So we have this slide-out drawer that will have a capacity for a 12-volt cooler, and power is ran to this. You can also fit 2 48-quart coolers here, and you have a ton of tie-down options. So you can tie down anything you want here. You are not limited to just a cooler. For some of these smaller storage spots, fits a lot of stuff, but everything is arm depth. That way you're not breaking your ribs leaning over the side of your truck to get to it. And just like everything else, you can turn off those lights individually if you need to. You can fill up your 15-gallon water tank right here. Easy to fill. Once again, a stand-on fender. You also have your propane bottle over here, so it's readily accessible for filling or whatever you may need. And of course, we live in a society where you need to lock everything, so every place on this is lockable, including your galley latches. You throw a padlock right on there and you're all set. If your tow vehicle is equipped for it or wired for it, your 7-way pin will run the backup lights and will also charge the onboard battery while you're driving. GVWR is 2,200 pounds, towable by anything. For more information, please visit www.bigslackoffroad.com. You can also follow us on social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook. It's all at Big Slack Off-Road. Feel free to check us out. If you have any questions, feel free to email us, sales@bigslackoffroad.com. Or you can also call us at 855-244-7525. Thank you. And don't forget while you're here to check out everybody else that's at the MOORE Expo event in Springfield, Missouri. There's a lot of folks out here today with a lot of great products and a lot of good people out here to check them out. Everything here is everything you never knew you always wanted, including the big Slack Overland Slacklander.